he's still got it. He bangs across the goal line. Zeke Elliott walked the dog. Touchdown, Cowboys.
It happened, took these sports and made them say, all right, undisputed.
So the Cowboys got their first win of the season over the Giants last night. Skip came in yelling, screaming, celebrating. Really happy to be here on this Monday. And now we have a new guest. D'Angelo Hall is here to talk a little bit more about that matchup.
Celebrate like it's his birthday.
Now he has nothing to say. I'm going to start with you, D'Angelo. Where would you grade Dak's performance last night?
I mean, the point is to win the game. So they did win the game. So I got to give him a C+, though. Because when I look at his performance, though.
He won the game with the C+. Go ahead.
Skip, when I look at his performance, it was very similar to Week 1's performance, besides being sacked 6 times. And so.
How many times?
6, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But none last night.
Yeah, none last night.
Any turnovers last
But
night?
like Dak said, it wasn't just him that accepted the challenge. That team, that O-line rallied behind him, and they protected him. That defense did to him what Carolina did to Dak in Week 1. You know, if you can't protect the quarterback consistently, it's going to make for a rough season. And those numbers were subpar at best. At best. Yes, he didn't turn the ball over, but those numbers were subpar. If you put that performance against anybody else when you're talking about winning the division, making it to the playoffs,
Winning a game in the playoffs.
and beyond, those numbers just won't cut it, period. Even Zeke.
It's not your
Zeke
turn
numbers were
yet.
very similar, too.
You know where your turn is. You go last. It goes D'Angelo, it goes Gas, Shannon, then Skip.
Save best for last. Go.
Jenny, can you read that top? What the grade did I give him?
How would you grade Dak's performance? And you know what? They agree. C+.
Sorry. I'm telling you. And you say the player. You say you believe in the player. The player's no player. That's what you tell me all the time. C+. Because here's the thing, Skip. He made the big throw. But after that throw to Tavon Austin, he was 14 of 23 for 87 yards. Now, I'm supposed to get my pom-poms out and start, kick him up. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Or get me a big old sign that says yay?
Who'd you pick to win?
I picked the Giants.
Oh,
but hold on. Jenny didn't that was not the question that Jenny asked.
True.
Jenny asked, how would I grade Dak's performance? So the Giants.
So if you thought he was going to lose and he won, it seems like you'd have to go a little higher than C+.
No, it wouldn't.
Did he throw an interception?
No.
Did he fumble? No, he didn't fumble.
Skip.
Did he get rid of the ball when he needed to get rid of the ball?
Hold on, Skip. So you want me to jump head over heels, do cartwheels, look like I'm Nadia Comaneci out here, 16 of 25 for $160. And he had a long of 64. So after that, he had a 96 yard. So if you take away that 9-yard completion that he had the first, come on, Skip, let's be real about it. He ran the ball exceptionally well. They ran the RPOs. They did a great job with the zone read. The question I have moving forward, when you give that guy 28, 29 million, you guarantee 80 million. You still gonna run that zone read stuff? We'll talk about that another day. We'll talk about his performance. I gave him a C+. Let me ask you a question. Was Rico, your guy, you love Rico Gathers, was he wide open on that sail route? So can you tell the people at home, because they went to bed early because the game.
Tell me when it's my turn to go.
After you answer this, you could have the floor. Rico Gathers runs a 7 route.
I have to go now. I have to go.
Okay, I'm gonna let you. Can I let me finish your point?
Well,
okay,
I'm going to finish yours for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I'll just preempt you.
Okay, go ahead.
I give Dak an A- because he missed one throw all night to my man Rico, who he put a scorcher on him in the secondary, and he was suddenly wide open in the back of the end zone, and I call for this because that was a bad throw. He just missed him. He had a blitzer right in his face, but he just flat out missed him. The stadium, the roof would have exploded off the top of that stadium if Rico Gathers had hauled that in. Big number.
How are we going to haul it in when he threw the ball out of bounds?
I just said, if you hit him up high and he's 6'6", so you could.
If Dak has on a different colored jersey right now, you're not giving him an A-.
I would too.
No
So
way.
let's do this. QBR, which takes into account all the everything a quarterback does: legs, arm, degree of difficulty, what's the down and the distance. He had a 78 on a scale of 0 to 100 last night. That's pretty great, especially against that New York Giants defense. And I'm going to remind both of you once again, the great Blake Bortles went up to New York in the season opener. This is the same Blake Bortles who had a 95 QBR against the great Bill Belichick yesterday. The same Blake Bortles who scored 4 touchdowns on New England yesterday scored 1 at New York. Scored 1 on this defense because it is really good.
How did Dak
Blake
score?
Bortles threw for a grand total of 176 yards and did get picked off in that game and had a QBR of 41 against the Giants because the Giants are really good on defense.
Okay.
This was challenge accepted for Dak Prescott because the whole NFL world, including these 2 Cowboy haters, tuned in to watch him fall on his face. And what did he have to work with? What is his degree of difficulty? He has no Travis Frederick at center. He has no left guard because Connor Williams should not be in the starting lineup, the rookie out of Texas, and he was often overmatched again last night. And he has Dak Prescott. No number 1 receiver because I'm not even sure he has a number 2 receiver because I don't think you guys think he has a number 2. So is it hard against that defense to get anybody open?
Well, D. Hall and I would call him number 2, but that's a different story.
Call who? Oh, okay.
Receivers.
All right, that's fine. Well, you just made my point for me. Thank you very much. So I think you're saying they don't even have a number 3 receiver, and Ezekiel Elliott is not yet in game shape. He's got his little double chin, and he looks a little hefty to me.
He'll work in shape.
And he'll have to play his way into shape because he played no downs in any
But at 23,
preseason game.
But you comparing him to Blake Bortles? You're saying he had a better game than
Heck
Blake
yes.
Bortles?
He had the QBR says he had twice the game.
That's
that Blake
the standard?
Well, but help me out against the great Bill Belichick.
But
a 95
Blake
QBR.
Bortles had 16 more yards passing against that Giants defense than
16 more yards?
I just know
kidding
moving
me?
forward, Skip,
So what
that has to be better.
happened last night?
What happened?
With the world watching and waiting for him to fall on his face mask. What
Nobody
happened
was
right
waiting
out
for that.
Yeah, after Landon Collins called him out and said, put the game in his hands, we got a much better chance of winning. Dak came out angry, but when he comes out angry, it is focused, channeled, angry. And right away, he throws to somebody that the man across from me, the Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp, said should not be at wideout because he can't play wideout. Tavon Austin.
I think he can play wide out.
Okay, thank you very
I
much.
think he can play
Thank you
wide
very
out.
much.
I think
what about that angle that safety took?
I don't
Yeah,
care.
that was terrible.
Was that not a rocket that the quarterback
That was a
threw?
good
Because he's
throw.
got
That
a
was a
big
good
arm.
throw.
He threw it on a line where the safety couldn't get there and hit Tavon right in his hands.
If I would have
and
saw
it
more of
is
that, Skip,
history.
my grade would have definitely been
All
up
right,
higher. But
they're
I just
the
know
Giants
moving forward,
are really good.
They can't win
And you know
like
what?
that.
My offensive line could not win the line of scrimmage very often last night. And I didn't think they protected Dak very well, but he played really smart, flawless football where when he was in trouble, he just got rid of him.
And part of my problem, it wasn't even on Dak. It's on Jason Garrett and the play caller. He has to call different plays. You saw
Scott Linehan called.
You saw them expose the passing game by throwing that ball to Tavon Austin.
Mm-hmm.
It's nobody on the Giants defense can run with him.
Okay.
You have to find a way to give him the ball.
Jenkins,
more
the great
often.
Janoris
he
Jenkins.
can- yeah.
He
You
can
gotta
lock
find a
up
way to-
Des Bryant because that's easy because
But-
a lot of people can lock him up.
But see the thing, but give Tavon credit because normally when a receiver wants to run the go ball, he wants the outside release. But Tavon's so quick, he inside release and
got
then
back
push
outside.
back out.
Yeah.
So now he has Jackrabbit in a trail position. And the safety took a horrible angle. That's the deep safety. He's got to pick that.
It's a rocket.
It ain't no
He outthrew the safety. Did he not?
D-Hall.
Did he not
D-Hall,
outthrow
you
him?
play corner and safety. Can you tell him about that
I'm
angle?
34 years old. I think I could have got that. I'm telling you, Skip.
We got
let's
straight
try it one
Cowboy
day.
hate
I'm
emanating
telling you.
across the
But
table.
it was a good. It was a good ball. I just wanted to see more of that from Dak because that's what it's going to take to stop. That's what it's going to take for the Cowboys to be successful because they're going to face teams that put 8 in the box just to stop Zeke.
Every
he
key
has to
play
throw it downfield.
in that game was made by that quarterback, number 4. And they're little big plays. They're not going to show up in the stats. Third down plays, RPO plays, zone read
yeah.
plays.
That's why I gave
And
him
I was over here all week. I was just pounding the table saying, you have to let him run the read option. You have to.
D-Hall, he keeps talking about third down plays. They were 3 of 10 on third down.
Yeah, but all the
I thought
key
they were
ones.
30, yeah.
Wait a second.
He only had 3.
What happened when the game is teetering, the game is on the line, early in the fourth quarter? Who eats 8 minutes and 23 seconds of clock with an 18-play, 82-yard drive? Who made every play in that drive?
But
Every
Skip,
play.
But Skip, when he faces another team that they don't sack 6 times and that
The quarterback
can
is
actually
washed.
stay on schedule.
Yeah.
You know, I was a big.
Does my team have Odell Beckham Jr.?
Yeah, but you got to get him the ball.
You got to be able to protect to get him the ball.
Can Zeke run 40 like Saquon can? No, he can't. He
Yeah,
doesn't have
he
that kind of
ready.
I'm
speed.
just saying, Dallas are not going to win a lot of games this season if they're only scoring, 17 to 18
I've been
points.
telling you the whole preseason.
impossible.
My defense is really good. And when my defense gets David Irving back and Randy Gregory back and Dayton Jones back, you're going to be in big trouble. because we're going to be doing a lot of this on defense. That's what we're going to do because we're going to be
What about
feasting
your
on the
offense?
quarterback.
What about your offense?
It's
gotta
really
score
good.
points.
It's good enough. It'll just, we're going to see a lot of these vintage 18-play, 82-yard drives. And guess what? Today, we signed Bryce Butler. Did I not beat the table last week and say, go get him?
Yes.
True.
He is Dak's favorite receiver from last year. He averaged 21 yards a catch. I'm not saying he's a number one because we've had him on the show. And again, I like him personally, but he's got high football character and he has deep connection to Dak Prescott.
And he can run.
And just
he can
watch.
run,
He can run, and he's a big kid too, and he will get open deep every once in a while. Because remember the Arizona Monday night game last year?
Yeah,
After
he lit him up.
it was the third week last year after the debacle in Denver. And Bryce Butler caught 2 home runs from Dak Prescott. That's going to happen again. So do I have Dez in his prime? I do not. Do I have Jason Witten in his prime? I definitely do not.
And you say all that, and D. Hall and I still give him C+.
Yeah,
And that's
A
what they're
minus.
missing is
C
a
plus.
tight end. They
And
need
under
a tight end to help them
degree
out.
of,
They need a tight end.
Stop with that degree of
And by the way, we
difficulty.
put Blake Jarwin, our starting tight end, in on the hands team at the end of the game,
And he
and the ball
fumbled.
hits him right in the hands, and he can't even catch that. I know it's hard to catch those because they're a little tricky, but
Well, the thing is, because you see them, you see that.
whoop.
I want no part of that.
Here we go, and I have to sit back and sweat the end of the game.
Will you, Skip, I want you to stop saying degree of difficulty.
It's high degree of difficulty.
This
My
is-
line
this isn't gymnastics.
My line is below average right now.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry.
You still got
I don't
Zach
see
Martin
it.
who's going to the Pro Bowl, Tyron Smith going to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
So stop.
I'm not sure if he's going to this year's Pro Bowl.
Yeah, they
Skip wants 5 Pro Bowlers.
Yeah.
Most teams got 1 or 2.
Well, this
Some
is
have
not
0.
2016 where we just blew people off the ball. That was 2016. It's over now. This is a new era.
Yeah.
Connor Williams shouldn't be starting.
well-
I don't think he could start for a lot of
Well,
teams
here's
at
the
left
thing, though,
guard.
Skip. Maybe that's the best Dak Prescott you're ever going to see what you saw in 2016.
Well, I saw the same guy last night. I did. He just
With
didn't have-
160 yards?
Well, the Giants are real. You mark my words. Just
Okay.
remember I said this. The Giants are a top 5 defense. They are really good on
But they're
defense.
they're bottom 32 offense.
Yeah, and because that defense is going to be put out there more,
Exactly.
they won't finish in the top 5. I'll take that bet.
Okay. Well, I don't know because
I know.
all I heard.
I just know they're going to be on the field a lot.
What did I
because
tell you
their
about
offense looks
Saquon?
terrible.
You can't run in between the tackles.
You can,
can't-
but you just got to block for him. Skip, you can't have him being Barry Sanders. He got to juke 2 or 3 people just to get out the backfield.
What about Nate Solder? Pro Bowl.
What about Skip? The offensive line is the only unit that needs to play as one. You got 5 guys, but they need to be as one. They have to be cohesive. And you see that offensive line, they're a mess.
My defense is really
Oh,
good.
my goodness.
It's really good. And how about my man Woozy? You know Woozy
Yeah.
in Colorado.
Yeah, I know him.
Did he not do a number on Odell? I don't
No.
think Eli
It
had
was
enough time
impressive.
to get some balls to Odell.
Exactly.
He
Eli
threw
did
him
have
9
some time.
balls.
Eli missed a lot of throws.
Yeah.
Eli gone.
Well,
I
he's
stood
not
up
now.
in here and said, hey, they should not draft Saquon because they weren't a running back away.
Ooh, yeah,
All right.
that's a whole.
But that's a whole nother
Fine.
subject.
Boy.
Yeah, you right about that. Eli.
So the Redskins are 1-1. The Eagles are 1-1. The Cowboys are 1-1.
I thought you guys were, you told me y'all going to be 2-0. Y'all going to run away with
I
the
did
division.
not. I predicted they would lose at Carolina and beat the Giants.
Who
I
y'all
told
play
you.
next week?
They're heading to
Seattle.
Seattle. And Seattle has a short week because
You want to
Yeah.
try to get it back
No,
on that?
no, no,
Yeah.
not against Seattle.
feeling
No.
good now, feeling confident.
I'm doing
Sitting
pretty well
pretty.
over here.
Yeah.
I'm just doing what I thought I would be
Hey,
doing.
that pass rush will be neutralized when my man Russ gets the ball. That's for sure.
Oh,
Watch
so
what
you
I
like
say.
Seattle?
Hey, I like Russell Wilson.
He's really good.
No, because Bobby Wagner hurt, KJ Wright. They got that 6 of their defensive guys are out. No.
They got Earl.
You know what's Skip better? They got Earl.
All right, Josh Gordon is on the move, guys. Where's he going to end up? We'll discuss that
Yeah.
next.